Have you been getting texts from strangers more often recently? Wrong numbered texts seem innocent, but they're actually often the start of a robotext scam. So what should you do? Senior CNET editor Nick Wolny is here to help us. Thanks for being with us. Why is this happening so often? I'm getting them on my phone all the time, and actually, I'm embarrassed to say I responded to some of them like, oh no, actually you have the wrong number, because it's just an instinct.
That's most people, and that's what makes robotext kind of the next iteration for scammers who are trying to get your personal information. The advantage of a robotext is that there's really not a lot of information there for you to work with initially. With something like an email or something like that, you've got this whole, oh, you're the last remaining descendant of the royal family's $10 million bet. There's enough information for you to discern that that's a scam. But for these, it's much shorter. It's something like, we were just talking at the break, hey Bob, Sharon's gonna call you at 3, is that okay?
Right.
And being an upstanding citizen, you wanna be like, oh, this is the wrong number. And that's actually how they begin to pull you in, begin to share their story, and they're trying to get some sort of financial information from you as a result. It's actually called smishing, so it's a variation of phishing with a PH, what we're used to with those emails. This is smishing. It's a specific type of scamming strategy that you need to be aware of.
Yeah, I've been getting pictures, random pictures like, oh, here are pictures from last night. And then you want to write back and be like, oh no, actually, that's not me.
Yeah.
How do you protect yourself from this, aside from just the knowledge of knowing it's there and not responding?
Yeah, so the FCC has given helpful advice to just ignore and block the texts, as they come in as soon as you discern that it is a scam of some kind. Some other things that you might want to be aware of in terms of being focused on that is things like a password manager. So if you have some sort of personal information, you have a lot of different logins that you're trying to manage, perhaps get a password manager and actually set that up so that you don't have to worry about that if some sort of password leaks or whatever. Another thing that I want you to be aware of is be mindful of login pages. The ability to produce a web page quickly, it's gotten so much faster. And what many of these scammers will do is they'll create a web page that looks exactly like the login page for your bank login. I don't know if you've ever gotten texts from your bank, but they'll say like, we will never ask you for your password via text. And there's a reason why. It's because smishing is such a problem. So just be mindful of that, and with your digital hygiene as well, is that often these scammers, they'll create the entire experience. They'll create the fake login page. They'll create the fake website page. And so be aware of that. And whenever your personal information is at stake.
Yeah, and I think when it's a text too, it's like so fast that you just have this instinct, like, let me just write back quickly. So you have to be aware of it. If you do fall victim to it, what do you do? What's the recourse?
Yeah, the first thing you want to be aware of is that you can contact the FCC. You can make them aware of what has happened. You should also call or contact your bank. What is advantageous about this is that many banks they have some sort of fraud help or assistance. You might be able to get your money back if you've suddenly lost money. It's giving me a headache just
thinking about it.
Yeah, and so that's the other thing to take into consideration when you've got other things like cryptocurrency. Like most of these are targeting some sort of cryptocurrency related scam, and that's because you don't have that fraud protection. If a scammer gets your money, there's less of a chance that it's going to be some sort of chargeback situation. So contact your bank immediately if something like that happens, and just continue to up your digital hygiene and be aware of what information scammers need in order to do damage, because as these scams continue to evolve, it's text now, but it'll probably be audio, it'll probably be video, it's just going to keep coming along in different iterations. Understanding what scammers need from an information perspective is going to help you protect yourself along the way.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to deal with more scams and
I'll
phishing.
Text you, but you'll get my number first.
Knowledge is power, so we appreciate you being here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the helpful tips. And for more information about CNET, go to kcalnews.com and click Seen on TV. And now let's